I want to show you a video from Bronte. Bronte is a passionate advocate for dementia care and he was involved in developing the standard. He cared for Glenda, his loving wife of 41 years and devoted mother of their two sons, after she was diagnosed with a rare form of early onset dementia.
Glenda was a well-known and well-regarded educator, had been a high academic achiever all of her life. She was diagnosed at the age of 56. Her disease is called the visual variant of Alzheimer's disease. So she had an inability, progressive inability to recognise everyday things, it's called functional blindness. By about the 9th and 10th year of her living here at home, when her behaviours became, let's say, they were bordering towards what's known as the psychotic behaviours. Two psychotropics, one after the other, prescribed there. The first one was lorazepam, and then the second one, but only in the last 2 months of her remaining at home, was quetiapine. She was only on that for several months, but in that short time is when the side effects became very obvious, having muscular movement disorders, and that eventually led to a very serious fall where she was then had to be hospitalised. The consulting specialist there said that this was a very extreme reaction to this particular psychotropic. So his action was to de-prescribe that medication and to wean her off that over a period of a month or so.
We asked Bronte his thoughts about informed consent.
I consented at the time. It wasn't a question that was put to us as such, however. It was an inferred or implied, position. There was basic, minimal information given. The side effects or the harms were not pointed out at all. And I took it at face value that he was doing it in Glenda's best interests. The standard, as detailed as it is, I think will ultimately provide better quality care for those living with dementia. However, I think certainly you need to have access to more information about the risks and the benefits and to weigh those things up.
Bronte told us how non-medication strategies were used to support Glenda.
There are alternatives for medication. You can have non-pharmacological interventions that require deeper understanding of each individual person living with dementia so that a workable, usable, practical behavioural support plan can be written up and implemented. She was unable to engage in very much else other than have oral input, and as a person who loved music and sang in a choir, this was the only non-pharmacological intervention that any of us could come up with, that she listened to music all the time. So she had this kind of music therapy, if you like. So this formed the basis of what is now known as a behavioural support plan. It's not to say that these medications shouldn't be used at all, but as a first resort it should be a non-pharmacological intervention for difficult behaviours or challenging behaviours that emerge over time with people with dementia. Just because you've got dementia doesn't mean that you can't still have the best life possible.